decentralized blockchain systems like Bitcoin a creation of God? At first glance, this question might seem absurd or even provocative. After all, blockchain technology is a man-made invention born from cryptographic algorithms and the vision of forward-thinking developers. But what if we reframe the question? What if blockchain systems with their immutability, decentralized nature, and incorruptible structure are as much a product of universal laws as gravity or thermodynamics, for example? Like the laws of physics, blockchain reflects immutable principles that operate independently of individual will or intervention. The laws of physics govern everything from the motion of celestial bodies to the behavior of subatomic particles. These laws exist beyond human intervention, creating an ordered yet dynamic universe. Similarly, blockchain technology operates under a strict set of rules. These rules, embedded in code, ensure its reliability and fairness. This video explores a philosophical proposition that decentralized blockchain systems are not merely technological marvels, but manifestations of the fundamental balance and order of the universe. Through this lens, we see blockchains as a response to centralized systems, paralleling the duality observed in nature, light versus darkness, order versus chaos, and good versus evil, the yin and yang. Whether you attribute their existence to a divine creator, the natural evolution of human ingenuity, or universal physical principles, blockchains offer a fascinating glimpse into the harmony of opposites and the necessity of balance. The universe operates under a strict set of rules, the laws of physics, fundamental principles that govern the behavior and interactions of matter, energy, space, and time. These laws are defined through observation, experimentation, and mathematical modeling to consistently describe natural phenomena across scales. While these laws can be derived from empirical evidence and validated through predictive accuracy, their ultimate origin, be it why the universe behaves this way, remains an open philosophical and scientific question, potentially tied to the nature of existence, the initial conditions of the cosmos, or even the design of a divine creator, all of which may not be fully provable for the remainder of the human timeline. When a bullet is fired from a gun, its trajectory and impact are determined by the immutable laws of physics. These laws dictate everything from the angle of the shot to the force of impact, leaving no room for alteration once the action is initiated. No external force, human, divine, or otherwise, steps in to alter its path. Consider the atomic bomb, a sobering example of physics in action. The energy released from nuclear fission is governed by unchanging laws. Once initiated, the chain reaction cannot be undone. In both cases, the trajectory of a bullet or the explosion of an atomic bomb, the universe operates according to principles that seem cold, impartial, and final. Blockchain technology echoes this impartiality. Transactions on the blockchain are set in digital stone, impervious to manipulation or reversal, regardless of external desires. So in this respect, decentralized blockchain systems function under unchanging rules encoded into their architecture. Once a transaction is recorded on a truly decentralized blockchain, it cannot be altered. This immutability mirrors the irreversible nature of physical events. Furthermore, the laws of physics are inherently permissionless. This means they apply universally to all matter and energy without requiring approval or consent from any individual authority or system. Decentralized blockchains are also permissionless. They operate independently, consistently, and predictably under the same conditions, ensuring they are accessible, impartial, and unbiased. This parallel invites us to consider whether blockchain's immutability and permissionless nature are not just technical features but philosophical statements. Could it be that blockchain systems, like the laws of physics, embody an inherent truth about the universe, that some systems are best left beyond the reach of subjective tampering or exclusion? Much like the second law of thermodynamics, which asserts that entropy always increases in a closed system, blockchain introduces a framework where chaos and manipulation are minimized, fostering trust and order. The development of blockchain solved the problem that has plagued digital systems, the double spend dilemma. The internet revolutionized how information could be shared and copied, enabling rapid dissemination across the globe. However, the same capability introduced a flaw for digital value: how to ensure it could not be copied endlessly, thus undermining its worth. Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin, powered by blockchain technology, solved this issue by enabling information to be transmitted immutably, creating trust in a trustless environment. This breakthrough not only addressed the technical challenge, but also reinforced the parallels between blockchain and the immutable laws of nature, as again, both operate beyond subjective interference. In Chinese philosophy, the concept of yin and yang represents the duality inherent in all things. Light cannot exist without darkness, good cannot be understood without evil. This balance is also evident in the struggle between centralized and decentralized systems. Centralization, with its concentration of power, is the yin to the yang of decentralization, which disperses power across a network to the edges. Centralized systems dominate much of our world. Governments, corporations, and by design financial institutions wield enormous influence over individuals. These systems, while efficient, often succumb to corruption, exploitation, and inequity. Decentralized systems such as blockchain arise as a counterbalance. They resist corruption by design, offering transparency, fairness, and security that centralized systems struggle to maintain. This balance mirrors natural systems. Consider the predator-prey relationship in ecosystems. Predators keep prey populations in check, preventing overgrazing and maintaining ecological equilibrium. Similarly, blockchain technology checks the excesses of centralized power, ensuring a balance between control and freedom. The decentralized structure of blockchains mimics other self-regulating systems in nature. For example, water cycles distribute resources equitably across environments. Rivers, clouds, and oceans all play roles in sustaining life. Blockchain technology mirrors this distributive equilibrium, ensuring that no single entity holds monopolistic control. Whether or not one believes in a creator, this interplay of opposites suggests a universal tendency towards equilibrium, a tendency blockchain exemplifies. By distributing trust and power in a permissionless environment, blockchain operates as a technological yin to the yang of centralized systems or controls, creating a balanced ecosystem in the digital world. Throughout history, human innovation has drawn inspiration from nature. For example, airplanes. Observing birds inspired humans to develop flight by providing key insights into aerodynamics, lift and thrust. Sonar technology borrows from the echolocation of bats and dolphins. Velcro was inspired by the way birds stick to fur. In each case, inventors observed the natural world and replicated its principles in human-made systems. Through observation, imitation, investigation, and science, we evolve our technology and discover solutions to problems that are limiting human advancement. Blockchain too finds its analogues in nature. Decentralization mirrors the distributed networks seen in ecosystems. In a forest, no single organism controls the system, yet it operates in harmony. Trees exchange nutrients through mycorrhizal networks, and species coexist in a delicate balance. Similarly, blockchains distribute data across a network of nodes, ensuring resilience and removing the vulnerabilities of centralized systems. This natural inspiration suggests that blockchain is not an arbitrary invention, but a necessary evolution. Just as humans designed airplanes to overcome the limitations of terrestrial travel, they developed blockchain to address the shortcomings of centralized institutions. If one views the universe as the work of a creator, then blockchain could be seen as an extension of that creator's design, a technological reflection of universal principles. But what about the moral arguments for decentralization? Centralized systems, while effective in certain contexts, often fail to uphold fairness. History is rife with examples of centralized power leading to oppression, dictatorships, corporate monopolies, and financial crises. These systems prioritize control over equity, leaving individuals vulnerable to exploitation. Blockchain technology offers a moral counterpoint. By design, it decentralizes authority, ensuring no single entity can dominate. Transactions are transparent, verifiable, secure, and final. This fairness is not imposed by human arbiters, but arises naturally from the system's architecture or smart contract programmability. In this way, blockchain aligns with the ethical principle of justice, providing an equal playing field for all participants. Again, if one believes in a creator, this alignment with justice could be seen as divinely inspired. Even without invoking a creator, blockchain's moral structure reflects a universal desire for fairness. It provides a technological solution to an ethical problem, embodying the principle that power should be distributed rather than hoarded. Consider historical examples, the Magna Carta, which sought to limit monarchical power, or the American Revolution, driven by a desire for decentralized governance. Blockchain represents a technological continuation of these ideals. By democratizing access to financial and social systems and safeguarding individual rights through transparency, blockchain resonates with the moral imperative of equality. The emergence of blockchain technology can be seen as a natural response to the failing of centralized systems. Just as ecosystems evolve to adapt to changing conditions, human societies develop technologies to address their challenges. Blockchain represents a step in this evolutionary process, providing a solution to the inefficiencies and injustices of centralized institutions. This evolution parallels other technological milestones. The printing press decentralized information, breaking the monopoly of the church and aristocracy over knowledge. The internet democratized communication, empowering individuals to share ideas on a global scale. Blockchain takes this trend further, decentralizing trust itself and enabling peer-to-peer interactions without intermediaries. If one subscribes to the idea of a creator, this progression could be seen as guided by a divine hand. If not, it still reflects a universal pattern. Systems evolve to maintain balance and address inequity. Blockchain is both a product and driver of this ongoing evolution, an inevitable development in the quest for fairness and freedom. Examples like open source software further illustrate this evolution. Platforms such as Linux and Wikipedia thrive on decentralization, echoing the ethos of blockchain by democratizing access to knowledge and tools. Blockchain's role in global finance highlights its necessity. In an increasingly interconnected world, traditional banking systems often exclude the unbanked. Blockchain enables financial inclusion, empowering individuals in developing nations to access services previously beyond their reach. This evolutionary step toward inclusivity reflects humanity's broad aspirations for fairness. However, to those unfamiliar with the intricacies of blockchain, its systems may seem perfect, praised for their transparency, immutability and security, as I have throughout this video. Yet among blockchain architects and developers, a more nuanced reality emerges. Blockchain systems are often seen as challenging and inflexible. These challenges underscore their fundamental purpose and philosophical value in countering centralized structures. Unlike centralized databases, which allow for transaction rollbacks, corrections and robust error handling mechanisms, as discussed, blockchains operate on the principle of immutability. Once a transaction occurs, it cannot be reversed. This rigidity can be a nightmare for developers, especially in complex enterprise environments. Mistakenly send cryptocurrency to the wrong address, the funds are irretrievably lost. In centralized systems, such errors might be corrected through customer support, insurance mechanisms, or complete skullduggery, for instance, but in blockchain, its finality is unforgiving. This rigidity is one reason large enterprises are hesitant to adopt blockchain technology fully. Developers working on blockchain platforms must contend with higher stakes. A single bug in the code can have catastrophic consequences, resulting in significant financial losses or systemic vulnerabilities. Transactions are not free. Each interaction incurs costs, and scalability diminishes as decentralization increases. From a purely technical standpoint, centralized databases currently outperform blockchains in speed, efficiency, and user-friendliness. Yet blockchain is not about technical perfection, it's about trust in an era of mistrust. Centralized systems, while efficient, require users to place faith in institutions, banks, corporations, and governments that have repeatedly failed to uphold fairness. Blockchain's purpose is to restore balance in an increasingly lopsided world. Its immutability, though inconvenient, is a feature, not a flaw. It ensures transparency, accountability, and longevity. Data recorded on a blockchain cannot be manipulated or erased, creating a permanent record that resists corruption. In this way, blockchain represents the alternative to centralized systems. Centralized systems offer convenience but demand trust. Blockchains demand rigor but provide trustlessness. This balance reflects a universal principle. Progress often arises not from ease but from challenge. Blockchain's flaws, viewed through this lens, are not detriments but affirmations of its role in balancing the digital universe. They underscore its philosophical significance as a counterweight to centralized power, embodying the resilience, transparency, and equity that centralized systems often lack. Without this imbalance, blockchain systems would have no purpose and therefore would never have emerged. Consider the philosophical implications of this design. In centralized systems, human oversight allows for subjective decisions, corrections, and inevitably corruption. These systems enable individuals to wield power, sometimes benevolently but often exploitatively. Decentralized blockchain systems, by contrast, remove this subjectivity. They create a framework where the rules are absolute and no individual or group can override them. This impartiality resonates with the way natural laws function, offering a glimpse into a system free from human fallibility. Moreover, blockchain's resistance to external influence addresses one of humanity's deepest flaws, the tendency to seek control. Throughout history, individuals and institutions have sought to manipulate systems to their advantage, often at the expense of others. Blockchain counters this impulse by design, leading to a system that ensures it can't be evil rather than promises it won't be evil. Its decentralization removes the ability to exert undue influence, creating a system where fairness is encoded into its very fabric. If one views the universe as a creation of God or an expression of universal principles, blockchain emerges as an extension of this framework. It is a human invention, yes, but one that reflects the immutable and impartial nature of the cosmos. By modeling the laws of physics, blockchain achieves a philosophical and practical triumph, demonstrating how technology can align with universal truths. This perspective deepens the argument that blockchain is not merely a tool but a transformative force. It challenges us to rethink our relationship with power, trust and fairness. By adopting blockchain systems, we are not just creating a new way to transact or store data, we are participating in a larger philosophical movement. We are aligning human innovation with the balance and order that govern the universe, embracing a system that resists the corruption and imbalance of centralized control. The parallels between decentralized blockchain systems and the fundamental principles of the universe are striking. By exploring blockchain from this angle, we can appreciate its deeper significance. It's not merely a response to the failings of centralized systems, but a necessary evolution in the quest for balance. Blockchain represents the transparency to counter opacity and the fairness to oppose corruption. Whether you see it as a creation of God or a product of natural laws, blockchain offers a compelling vision of a more equitable future. As we continue to develop and adopt decentralized technologies, we participate in a profound transformation. We are not just building better systems, we are aligning our technological advancements with the principles that govern the universe itself. In doing so, we honor the timeless quest for balance, fairness, and harmony, principles that lie at the heart of both the cosmos and the human spirit. So back to the original question, are decentralized blockchain systems a creation of God? The answer perhaps is less important than the conversation it sparks. By pondering the origins and implications of blockchain, we deepen our understanding of the technology and its role in shaping our world. It offers a glimpse into a future where the dominance of centralized systems can be challenged, empowering the masses. In this way, blockchain systems are not just tools but philosophical statements, manifestations of universal truths that transcend human invention. So in the context of the philosophical argument discussed today, imagine we use blockchain to build our own digital economy around a decentralized scarce currency where permissionless financial, social and political systems can operate and are accessible to the masses without geographical exclusion. Fully self-governed and economically sustainable, built by the people for the people, think of it as a digital country enabling a digital immigration to a global network state. It's thanks to Bitcoin that this concept can now become a reality. However, it's not Bitcoin delivering this monumental feat, but another disruptive blockchain technology that's leading the charge here. The human race is experiencing extremely challenging times. Our money is losing value, governments are structurally mismanaging our countries, our freedoms are under threat, and with the emergence of AI, so are our jobs. Blockchain offers a solution to at least improve our situation and the opportunity to join a limitless decentralized digital economy no matter where you reside geographically. Bitcoin achieved decentralizing currency and transactions and importantly made it verifiably scarce. The wealth creation thanks to Bitcoin is undeniable, but Bitcoin is limited when you consider how much more crypto or blockchain technology has to offer. So much so that now developers in the Bitcoin space are actively building trustless technologies that will enable Bitcoin holders to start using their Bitcoin in other decentralized blockchain ecosystems. So what is this other disruptive blockchain technology I speak of? The Cardano blockchain and its native currency ADA was built on the principles of Bitcoin, but through science and academic peer review has immensely expanded upon its capabilities, placing it at the very cutting edge of this technology. This has enabled Cardano to build an entire decentralized digital economy through expanding upon Bitcoin's architecture, making it inherently compatible and undeniably more capable. Cardano represents an evolution of the blockchain story that is finishing what Satoshi started. Cardano is a product of Bitcoin, built by Bitcoin OGs who had an even greater vision for this technology, so much so that now Cardano is providing the infrastructure and technological capabilities for Bitcoin to thrive on the Cardano blockchain, providing them the ability to access decentralized financial, social, and governance services or systems. Out of the reach of governments and big business, Cardano is a decentralized digital economy and ecosystem that puts the individual in charge. Anyone can become an active participant, earn a share of the economic activity as a passive investor, store your savings on the system, sell digital goods or services, and interact with financial products all in a fully decentralized manner. This is what it means to be your own bank. You can even take part in verifying the blockchain network to earn rewards. Think bank fees collected by the people instead of the bankers. Above all, Cardano's most defining feature is its approach to governance. While other blockchains struggle with centralization of power, whether through influential miners, development teams, or wealthy stakeholders, Cardano introduces a model where governance is placed directly into the hands of its community. Through its treasury system that currently stands over $1.5 billion in value and governance protocol, users can propose, debate, and vote on network upgrades and funding initiatives to continue its evolution through the decades. This self-governance model goes beyond technical design. It is a philosophical statement. Cardano envisions a system where we, the people, reclaim control from centralized institutions. It offers a framework for creating decentralized digital nation-states, self-governed entities where power is distributed, decisions are transparent, and corruption is minimized. For billions disillusioned by traditional governments and excluded from centralized financial systems, Cardano represents a beacon of hope, a system designed to include rather than exclude. When people think of blockchain or crypto, they immediately think Bitcoin, but the truth is, Cardano is far more advanced as a technology, yet equal in terms of the power of community that surrounds it. Among the many blockchain systems vying for adoption, Cardano stands out not only for its technical sophistication, but also for its alignment with the philosophical ideals of decentralization, balance, and universal truth. It embodies the principles discussed throughout this video, offering a vision of blockchain as an extension of the laws governing the universe, or the will of a creator. Whether you view humanity's progress through the lens of creationism or evolution, the emergence of blockchain technology, and Cardano in particular, may be the single most important step toward overcoming inequality and greed that's plaguing our societies. By providing a system where the power and access is decentralized, records are immutable, and governance is participatory, Cardano exemplifies a brighter future. It does not merely address technological challenges, it offers a framework for societal transformation. Cardano's design resonates with the broader themes explored today: the quest for balance, the rejection of corruption, and the alignment of human systems with universal truths. Its approach to decentralization and governance reflects the idea that no single entity should wield unchecked power. Instead, it creates a system where fairness and transparency are encoded into its very structure. In this way, Cardano represents more than a blockchain. It is a movement. It challenges us to rethink our relationship with power, technology, and fairness. Whether one believes in a divine creator or sees this as a natural evolution of human ingenuity, Cardano's emergence signals a pivotal moment. It is a call to action for humanity to embrace systems that reflect the balance and equity found in the natural world. Cardano, like the universe itself, is a system in harmony. It resists the centralization of power, prioritizes sustainability, and empowers individuals to take control of their destiny. For now, subscribe to Sapien, investigate blockchain, and keep it Cardano.